What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, we're gonna go flying all the way to Los Angeles. And although the NBA bubble is in Orlando, California, what's happening right now is going viral in Los Angeles, California. And it has nothing to do with the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, sort of, kinda at least. Because today we're talking about Bronny James. Now, who is Bronny James? He is the son of LeBron James.
Oh my God! Wow!
He basically is LeBron James Jr. And he is an all-star starting guard at Sierra Canyon's high school. Sierra Canyon is a prep school. Its tuition's about $37,000 a year, and it's one of the highly touted programs in the States for sports. All right, it's a very, very expensive private school, and the elite go there. And LeBron James Jr., Bronny, he kind of made headlines about 5 months ago, in which he was discussing his type of women that he were interested in. They were more white, mulatto, and that was his taste, okay? And now on TikTok, he has went back out now and he made a TikTok video with a young lady that was playing with his hair. And you see in the video right now, right? And it's she's white, all right? Very, very white.
Oh, hell no!
And it seems that this probably his girlfriend. Maybe it might be his friend, but it might be his girlfriend. And guess who's mad? Young black women, all right?
Bruh.
Now, some of the comments, it is this one, Supersonic Coochie Cat. Day music! It hurts my heart to know there's gonna be white in the James family, but that's probably all Bronny is around, so. Autocorrect. Day music! Not Bronny dating a white girl. Jamius. Day music! The James gang when Bronny brought a white girl home. And then you have Kung Fu Kenny. We gotta say African music. We gotta save Bronny now, brother. Power to the people. And guys, he's the young man's only 15 years old. All right, but the discussion is not about his age, but the discussion is this: privileged black young men, old or young, are only interested in white women. Okay, this is the thing. And LeBron James, who is in his later 30s, who's married to his mother, a black woman, how does his son get involved in relationships like this? That's the biggest thing. It's not that we're talking about, just in the mix. This is what people are thinking about. And I want to talk about some of the successes that come from the black community and what it leads to. I draw your attention to Louis Farrakhan. All right, Louis Farrakhan was broke when he started the Nation of Islam again. All right, when he restarted it, because remember it was dissolved by Elijah Muhammad's son. And then once it was dissolved by Warth Deen Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan brought it back. Okay. Now, Louis Farrakhan's son, one of his oldest sons, okay, married a white woman. All right. And probably one of the reasons probably the reason why I think that happened is Louis Farrakhan's success. All right. And I don't know what that could be, but when you start going to, your children can live in better neighborhoods, they can go to the predominant society schools, and they get integrated. We're already integrated into the West family. We just got to understand that we're already integrated as it is. Once you get more integrated into the West, it gets even worse than that. All right. The children are not going to have the same pro-black perspective as we do. Like for me, I grew up in the black community. I grew up in, Compton. I grew up in Del Paso Heights. I went to HBCU. The black community, that is what triggered me wanting to come to the continent of Africa, right? Because I was always around that sort of rhetoric. My dad is like that. He's not a big Africa buff like me, but I adopted that simply because of my ties to the black community. I grew up in the black church. I grew up around the black community. I love the black community. I have a passion for it. So for me, You know, it's very hard for me to see myself marrying somebody that's not black because I identify so much with the black community. But if I have a son and my son is raised, you know, in Beverly Hills, my son or my daughter is raised there. You know, we moved to London or something like that, and we're living in the better neighborhoods. And my son's going to prep school. Who is he going to school with? He's going to school with probably most people that are white, you know, and his friends are going to be white, you know, and he's going to be hanging out. He's not going to see the world from my eyes. I think a lot of people miss that. A lot of times your success, you know, that you want when you go outside of the black community to do things is how your children are going to be. And unfortunately, people have a problem with that. But he's just a reality of what his upbringing is. He's not like his dad. You know, his dad grew up in, you know, Akron and in a very, you know, black town and played in Cleveland and another black. See, he's not going to see it like that. And a lot of people who have an issue with that have to understand that a lot of black men that are being successful are coming up in times like this for some of our men and our women, you know, and they're not going to grow up with those same values because a lot of times we are trying to get away from the black community because we see it as, you know, it's dangerous. There's nothing there. A lot of our brothers and sisters from the continent of Africa, they're getting their children out of the Nigerias of the world, the Ugandas of the world, out of the Kenyans of the world. They're moving to the UK, to Australia. And, you know, those values that you hold from your traditions are going to be gone. And that's a lot of times the flip side of what happens. And for me, I understand a lot of brothers are like that. Just even brothers that come out of, you know, they go to the PWIs, you know, the Sac States of the world, the California Northridge, the UC Davis, the UCLAs. Once you get there and you get implemented there into that system, it's hard to go back to, you know, the sister down the street or, you know, because once you get acclimated to dating white women, you get acclimated to dating, you know, non-black women. I can imagine for a lot of black men, I know this to be true. A lot of times it's too hard to go back. And at Bronny's age, for whatever reason, he doesn't like sisters, you know? And one of the reasons why that people take it so to heart, because his father is so successful, he's probably going to the NBA, and that's just the way it is, you know? That's all I have to say about it. I don't have nothing bad to say about the young guy. I know that he's a product of his environment. And a lot of black men are like this. Okay, a lot of black men are, you know, that are talented, are gonna be in the environments with whites, you know, with non-blacks. And until black people start to offer black folks the same affordabilities that white people are offering, you're gonna see this more often. You're gonna continue to see this. All right? And guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Subscribe, hit the bell, and always remember, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.